It's barely 1 week since we had a new president. Shout out to my fashion designer, Sammy Tex, the man who did this top. But the main man I go shout out to Najagaban, the man on top. I know this subsidy has affected everybody. The price of fuel, I can't even specify which one is actually the real price. But let me go around and ask my fellow Nigerians, let me ask them how this thing has been affecting them. Let's know their reaction. Let's hear what they have to say about the removal of subsidy and the new fuel prices. Mama, how is it affecting you now, this new subsidy story?
Thank God. Good morning, Nigeria. This subsidy no easy for who they do business. So to buy no easy, to get money by the market, no to sell am no dey easy for us. At now when for a call hand, the gravity don't change. We go say to buy na problem, they buy man to pay na problem. No dey easy for me na help Nigeria, me na help us.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am.
Tom, we are in Nigeria, we'll go survive anyhow, because to me the subsidy is not bad. Removal of subsidy is not bad, but it's the timing that is the problem. You know, Nigerians have been through a lot in the past, almost a year now. So just after dealing with the lack of cash, right, the cashless issue, now to start dealing with increase in fuel price and stuff like that, it's not, I feel like our leaders are not really being considerate. They should think before they act. That's just all I have to say.
Thank you very much.
It's actually discouraging being a citizen of Nigeria and this subsidy fuel thing is in your country and you are suffering from it. I heard somebody talking about it in the radio that in the US they sell petrol for 800 naira, and I kind of asked a question that if we are the one making this fuel bringing this fuel, why do we suffer? It's very challenging. When he came, it's not up to barely 1 week and we're already suffering. But I just thank God because I know Nigeria, we are now wise. No matter how hard things are, we are trying to adapt to the situation.
I'm Vivian Livinus. Good morning, Nigeria. It didn't affect me because of egg. We used to buy egg 1,000 before, but now egg is 2,003. We cannot buy it. I'll walk, I will come back empty, nothing. Every day I look tired and dry. It's not money. I don't know how to do. Stress is too much for me.
All right, I don't have much to say, but actually it's so devastating that the new government have decided to, cause what we citizens see it as a harm to us. Because we've been hearing about the subsidy, which we Nigerians believe that the removal of the subsidy is actually what has caused for the increase of price of fuel. Now, looking at it, most Nigerians don't even know what subsidy is, to say, for the first place. So the government is not even looking at any way of educating Nigerians on what subsidy actually is. Now, if we ask everybody now, why is fuel why has the price of fuel rising to this level? They begin to tell because the government has removed subsidy. Now, citizens don't know what subsidy is, so how do you expect them to know that the removal of subsidy is actually not a problem, but a way of maybe enhancing development in the country? Now, sorry to say this, but the fact is that millions of Nigerians now survive by riding the keke, the tricycle we all know. Now, looking at it, now that the price of fuel has increased, how do you expect citizens to survive? We have thousands of parents that are riding Okada just to feed our homes. Now, their hope has actually been burnt. You're buying fuel at the rate of 700 naira, then what do you expect to gain at the day? It's so devastating. The government needs to do, even if subsidy has been removed, then the government needs to tackle, they need to find a way that they can bring down the fuel price for a common man to survive in Nigeria. Because fuel is actually what affects the price of everything. Is what is keeping Nigerians. Because like somebody like me now, I do haircut, I'm a barber. Now yesterday I was hustling for fuel ultra, I couldn't even get. I have to close down my shops. That is, my hope of getting money yesterday was just toned down just because I couldn't get fuel. And even if I could get this fuel, how much am I going to get this fuel? Do I have the money to purchase? It's really so devastating. All Nigerians, like everybody is in deep pain right now just because fuel has increased. So the government should please, I beg, if Tinubu is listening to this, I will appreciate. If subsidy has been removed, Nigerians need to know what subsidy is and why he has removed subsidy. removing the subsidy, is it a way out for Nigerians? We need to know all this. Thank you so much, sir.
It's a very terrible situation because I just went to the market to get 1 or 2 things. On my way back, you need to see the numerous of fights between passengers and drivers, because of this thing, because some are not yet acquainted with it yet. So they argue with their drivers, the keke napep and all the motorists and all of that. It has caused a very huge problem among us, and I don't think it's a good idea. My own opinion, it's not a good idea at all. There should be something, they should do something about this thing.
Ni Hausa zan yi tsakani ga Allah. Abubuwan da ake mana gaskiya mu ba ma jin daɗi tsakani ga Allah. Saboda abubuwan da ake mana yanzu ka duba mai 500 da naira 40. To nawa muke samu? Dama can nawa muke samu? Amma yanzu ina ganin in ka yi 5,000 to ka je shan mai za su kwace 4,500. To 500 me za ta yi ma? Nawa za ka ci abinci? Komai ya ƙaru yanzu. Nawa ake sai da abubuwa? Ya kamata a gyara mana, a duba mana, a yi mana adalci. Misali, kaga Tinubu mun zaɓe ka ne don misali don ka duba mana ko ba haka bane, muna ganin kai namu ne. Amma kuma kaga misali ka zo ka aure lokaci guda ka ce ka janye tallafi, ba wani tallafi. To gaskiya mu ba mu ji daɗi ba. Don Allah mu ka gyara mana, mu